What a massive success story, huh? I mean, remember that first trailer and everyone just shit on it, but they fixed it. They fixed it, and now we have Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and the future has never looked brighter. You know, now is the brightest opportunity for us to continue with this franchise. Who would have thought that the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, with as rocky of a trajectory as it has had, is now a successful movie franchise, and now they have to keep that success going. And now they have more opportunities than ever to take risks, but they also have opportunities to play it safe. So, what do I think they're going to do in the next movie? Well, people have been theorizing, myself especially, about where the next movie will go, what characters will be introduced. And the truth is, they have plenty of opportunity in both sides. They can either play it safe or take risks. Now, obviously, there's going to be a bit of both, but where do I think they're going to lean more? Well, personally, the more I've thought about it from a practicality standpoint, I actually think there is an answer. So let's go back to the beginning. So they released the first movie trailer, and the character was Sonic. It was mostly live action. They didn't go full animated. And they had some well known people like James Marsden in the movie. They had Jim Carrey, and they had only Sonic. The next movie, they introduced the safest characters they can get, Tails and Knuckles, and adapt the safest game they could do, which would be Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. I guess there was a bit of Sonic 2 in there. So from there, where do we go? Well, what's the next most popular Sonic game story? It's got to be Sonic Adventure 2, which introduces Shadow. And even then, they played it safe by not having Rouge, by not having Amy, and doubling down on Jim Carrey, who was, a mainstay, a human character. So when you really look at it, honestly, they've played it basically as safe as you can get, to be honest with you. So, as much as I've been theorizing about all the different characters they can put in Sonic 4, the truth of the matter is I think they're going to play it safe. And here's what I mean by that. I mean, let's look at the Sonic games. It's no secret that Sonic games have had a rocky history in terms of their public perception, and even fan reception, right? So what are they going to do? Well, let's look at the most well-received games. So here's Ranker. So basically anyone can come on here and rank. So Sonic Mania is great, though I don't really see that as getting an adaptation because all things considered, it was loved primarily because, like with the first two movies, it stuck close to Sonic 1, 2, and 3 with CD as well. But then you also have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So Sonic Adventure 2, of course, is beloved. Again, Sonic Generations was good because it stuck to what people loved the most. And then you have Sonic Adventure and Sonic CD. First of all, Sonic CD, I'm shocked at how low it's placed. But point is, you can start to see what is most loved. And the fact of the matter is, they've been sticking with the safest possible options, the safest characters they can go with. Shadow the Hedgehog. You look at the most popular Sonic characters, and who do you get? You get Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman. Those are the most obvious ones. Then you get Amy, Shadow. Shadow is like always number 2. So Shadow, if we're talking pure safety, I'd actually say if you look at the most popular characters, say they're Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, Shadow. Then who do we get? The next two obvious ones, I'd say Amy and Metal Sonic, who they have. So do I think they're going to expand like crazy and really add a ton of new characters? Well, like I said in my last video, I think it's possible. But if they're going to do it, they're going to be characters that really supplement Amy's character. I don't think they're going to do anything too crazy. I think maybe crazy within taking elements from Sonic CD. With the characters they have, they could go a little crazy. But I can't see them pulling too heavily from Sonic 06 because, again, look at this list. We want Silver because of time travel, but we're in the 30s. Where is Sonic 06? It's nowhere to be found. And the truth of the matter is, eventually, they are going to run out of safe material to adapt. That's just the reality of it. That's how it works. So I think while they have safe material, they're going to stick with it one movie at a time. Eventually they'll expand and they'll start to get, okay, crap, we're out of the safe stuff. We're out of the Sonic 1s and the Sonic 2s. And Sonic CD isn't really that much of a risk because, again, those games are always light on story. So you could do stuff with it. I've already made multiple videos theorizing the many different directions they could take the Sonic CD plot and how to apply it, as well as with elements of Sonic Heroes. So with that in mind, I think they're going to keep this as minimal as they can. because they're basically guaranteed money as long as they do a pretty good movie. And so yes, they have more opportunity than ever to take risks, but I don't think they'll take too many. I think that they're going to keep things simple, focused on Amy, maybe have a bit of Shadow in there, but I think they're going to mostly keep it safe because they want to maintain the audience they have and bring in new people. I think eventually they're going to have to, out of necessity, start taking risks and start going, oh, where are some games? Okay, everyone likes Silver, but they don't like the game he comes from. And again, maybe he will be in Sonic 4, but I think if he is in Sonic 4, he'll be used to test the waters a bit. He'll be used to say, okay, how far can we take this character? How far can we go into the games that maybe had rockier reception? That's where I think they're going to go. Okay, we like Cream the Rabbit. Cream the Rabbit is a safe character to throw in there because she's just a cute little bunny rabbit girl, and that's really it. And then they can start experimenting with, oh, people want to learn more about the Chaos Emeralds, so maybe the history of the echidnas. Maybe we could do a little Sonic Adventure. That pulling from Sonic Adventure isn't really a risk, which is why I think we will surely see that adapted before we see things like Sonic 06 and whatever. Again, I think that they're going to really try and play their cards close to the chest and use characters we know, whether they be characters in the films like Agent Stone or characters in the games or both. I think the next safest option will be Rouge the Bat. Obviously, with the nature of the character, I think people are going to be afraid to do things, which is really silly, to be honest. The character's been around for 20-something years. Why are we suddenly now making the character super controversial? I don't know. But I think she would be the next, in terms of fan reception, the next safest option. But I think they're going to stick with I think they're going to stick as safe as they can. Well, they're going to be experimental with the film in terms of time travel and stuff, but I think that's where most of the experimentation in Sonic 4 is going to be the more I think about it. I think maybe they'll drop hints of other characters like Silver and stuff, potentially. Even then, that's an emphasis on maybe. But I think in general, in terms of the main plot of the film, they are going to keep things simple because they can. That's the truth of the matter. They can. Once they have to absolutely start experimenting and start expanding beyond the safe games, then they will. But until that point, I think we're going to get safe Sonic CD with a little bit of Sonic Heroes because they can do it. That means they will do it. Just like they could have safely adapted Sonic Adventure 2, and just like they could have safely adapted Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and just like they could have loosely safely adapted the first game, I think they're going to keep things safe because they can, and because that's the smart thing to do business-wise, story-wise. And then once they're like, okay, we're kind of on rockier ground now, then they can start to kind of experiment. But I think for now, they're going to keep things simple. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments section. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you next time. Peace out. Bye.